Hi guys, it's Cindy and today I'm going to be eating some Mexican food. Cinco de Mayo is coming up in a couple of days, so I'm going to treat myself and be eating some Mexican food. I have my plate ready here, so I have like a beef enchilada and chili rellenos, some refried beans. I really don't care for beans, but it's good with Mexican food, so you can't do without it, and some chili verde fried rice and just some lettuce. So I'm gonna dig in. Oh, what are you guys doing for Cinco de Mayo? You guys have like a fair or some community events happening that are planned where you guys are living? Where I live, they have like a fair, like a whole for the whole weekend, and I've been wanting to go to it for years, but I always end up having to work that weekend, so I still haven't gotten a chance to go yet. It's a big thing because I want to go and eat some of the street food, try some of the food that I normally wouldn't try because it's like I get to see it, and I eat with my eyes, so if it looks good, then I'm more open to trying it. Maybe that's why I don't like refried beans that much, because it doesn't really look pretty. So I have a chili relleno here. Cut into that. This is my first meal of the day, and it's like 5 p.m. I was so occupied with editing a video and getting it done, so I wanted to get that done before I eat. You know, when you're so focused on something that you don't care about food or any other physical needs, like using the bathroom or eating or drinking. That's how I am. It has chicken in it. I ordered like a cheese chili relleno, and this one has chicken. I love chili rellenos, but they are so much work. You have to like roast it, skin it, take the seeds out, and then stuff it, and then cover it with batter and deep fry it. It's so much work. I don't mind doing the work for some good food, but in these days, you know, people work a lot. We don't have much time. We don't spend as much time in the kitchen cooking like our parents and our grandparents used to. And I think that's unfortunate because food is important to me. I mean, food is what takes you back to your roots. It brings back memory. Brings back good memories. Well, sometimes bad too, depending on the food and the experience. One bad memory I can recall was in 2010. I went to Australia with my dad, and our host, he was really cheap guy. Like, he's so cheap that he doesn't even have sugar in his cabinets. That's how cheap he is. So anyways, we stayed with him, and he would cook. And one morning, he made oatmeal with some pinto beans, which is really strange. And it didn't even have any salt or sugar. It tasted horrible. And it's just like bland oatmeal with beans. I mean, if you guys like eating it, more power to you. It's really healthy. It's heart healthy, and it'll fill you up. But it didn't do too well with my taste buds. So my dad, he can usually eat stuff that I don't like, and like he can tolerate it. But I watched him eat it, and his face was like he was focusing on getting that, swallowing that, like it wasn't good. I was in Australia for 10 days. And at that time, I didn't have a smartphone. So I couldn't get around. And we lived in the suburbs, so in Australia you have to drive to the train station and then get on the train. So I didn't have internet service. I didn't even have heat. So it was supposed to be a vacation, but I felt like it was a prison sentence because it was cold. I was starving. Well, what the host did was he would take us out into the town, and that's by taking us to the the grocery market. And that's when I would try to buy food and eat, because I knew that would be my only meal, or only time I can get something edible. And he would always buy a loaf of bread, tomatoes, and green onions. And his freezer has a lot of pig's feet. And he would also buy fish. So he would cook fish with tomatoes and onions and serve that with rice. And imagine eating those three ingredients with no salt or black pepper. It's just bland, fishy, tomatoey. I mean, you need garlic, and you need salt, and you need pepper, you need oil to make those things taste good. And so I didn't have a good time. 10 days. I tried to sleep it through, all of it. Had nowhere to go. The only way for me to kill time was to sleep, which was unfortunate because it's a privilege to go to Australia. Not a lot of people in the US has the time or the money to go to Australia, because the flight alone, economy, is 31 hours. So, and then that's what he would serve us for breakfast. And then for dinner, he would take all the leftover ingredients and mix it up, and basically that would be a new entree. Basically, everything for lunch or breakfast left over, he mixed it all up, and he would say that's the new entree for dinner. So I skipped basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The only time I got to eat is when we visited other people, or when he took us to the market. I would like try to buy a sandwich, and that would be my meal for the day. From that experience, whenever I travel, I always try to pack a few packages of ramen noodles, because you never know. I think as a host, you should try to accommodate your guests and feed them, not let them go hungry. I mean, all the food he fed, I mean, it's worse than prison food, I tell you. I don't mean to be disrespectful to him, but the guy has 3 houses. He's retired in his 50s. He doesn't have to work. He has income coming in, but he is cheap as hell. If his family members, they laughed when I told them about the oatmeal that he served for us, for my father and my sister, and they said that he's really cheap. So they sent me some ramen packages when we left, and the host guy, he would take my ramen packages, and I wanted to eat that, but he says no, he's gonna make a meal of it. So he just basically took that ramen and made soup to serve all of us. I mean, that's how cheap he is. I would ask him to like take me to a restaurant, like I'll pay for myself, but he says no. Restaurants are dirty, they're filthy. It's better to eat at home. So I was just basically, I just had to starve. And I don't plan to go visit him again. What about you guys? Do you guys have any interesting travel stories to share? Or interesting memories about food? I mean, food is important. It brings you back to your family. It brings memory. It brings people together. What are your guys' favorite Mexican or South American dish? I'd have to say taco salad with tortilla lunch dressing. That's the bomb. And I really like chili rellenos too. I love the flavor of the pepper. Like I said in my previous video, I can't eat a lot like other people. I can't eat a spread anymore. I'm not 21. I mean, I'm not saying 21s eat a lot, but when I was 21, I used to be able to eat a lot. Seems like over time as you age or mature, so your body can't contain any more food. Or it's like, well, hopefully your stomach's shrinking. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I have to have like vegetables every day. Some type of greens. Kale, lettuce, cucumbers. I don't know, I just don't feel like my day is complete if I haven't gotten my serving of greens like kale, lettuce. I just feel complete when I get a serving of it. I just get grouchy if I don't get any of it. My favorite meal has a lot of vegetables. It just feels light and healthy. And clean. I wish I can go vegan, but it's just that meat adds so much flavor to your vegetables, like you know how Chinese food has a lot of vegetables, but the meat gives the vegetables some really good flavor. Although I love eating vegetables more, meat definitely adds flavor to vegetables and make it taste better. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna finish up these beans. I'm satisfied. Thanks you guys for watching.